body, mind, heart, and soul. We have events throughout the Pacific Northwest and many online. And tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. East Coast time, we're doing a panel on secrets, skeletons, body, mind, heart, and soul. And there are going to be 6 of us on the panel tonight that will be answering your questions. It's free to join us to listen and learn. You can join us at joinmeweonline.com. There'll be a lot of information connected to this video. And it's a small price to ask a question of the panel. I'd love to have you meet some of the other panelists that will be here answering your questions. We'll hear from DoveLight and Gina, and there are 3 others that will be joining us tonight and to talk about this topic and have you explore what this is and how it's present in your life. It's here for just about everyone, and see what difference it could make for you learning all these different tools and tips and tricks, and explore what it is for you and how it's appearing in your life. So DoveLight, let's hear from you, and then Gina.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're listening at this time in the planet. My name is DoveLight from DoveLightOracle.com. As you might know by now, I'm just a regular person, but as a regular person, I also have the divine connection like everybody else. I'm very passionate to use that insight to guide me, and I'm still learning from it in my life and to guide others if they feel like they resonate. I love reading tarot, oracle, the elements. I do a lot of energy, sound work healing, past life regression, ancestral, bubble one crystal, shamanic journey. I am very, very into working from a heart soul level. And in working with other people, I have the understanding that while we are growing, we might pass through situations when we feel like we cannot speak up for ourselves. And in the ancestral field, sometimes we as child see things that are we don't understand per se, but they bring an impact, and we don't know how to speak them, how to express them, how to tell them. Sometimes we feel like it's wrong, and but because we don't give a safe space to express it, they can have like a notch or like a blockage in the energy field that we might be carrying even as adult. It's bringing a pattern, a not healthy pattern. For example, sometimes you feel a lot of guilt. Guilt is a low frequency vibration. It doesn't really help you much. It's normal to feel it, but it doesn't really help you much to move forward. And when you have the safest space to express yourself and free that energy, you kind of are allowing some fresh air into your heart, into your soul. It is very important also when we're talking about this beautiful topic about secrets, taboos, skeletons in the closets, that sometimes we can't see the truth, but we cannot accept it. And it's like an open secret. Like I have an example from one of my readings. Your partner is cheating on you. You've seen the proof, you've seen the pictures, you know the way he's treating you. It's that you know that person is hiding stuff from you, but you cannot let this person go because you are scared to be alone. So are you going to allow the space to be able to see the truth? Because the secret is there, but it's not really a secret. There is a lot of examples. This topic is very vast. It is very important to know that you are safe to speak up, but also when you feel ready to say something or when you feel ready to keep it, that's up to you. As long as you feel comfortable and it doesn't move you into something that brings you like an unhealthy pattern or a healthy life, it makes you sad, you're miserable even, you don't want to live like that. I don't want to live like that. I don't wish nobody to live like that. So it is a huge topic. My name is DoveLight from DoveLightOracle.com, and I'm very grateful and happy to be here. I'll see you later on today. Thank you.
DoveLight, thrilled to have you on the panel. Great to be with you again, and so much insight you have on this topic. And we're also going to be joined by Gina, and whose specialty makes so much sense for her being here today on the first panel with MeWe. Gina.
Thanks for having me. And DoveLight, I loved everything that you have to say on it. And you're right, it's such a rich, diverse, important topic because as humans, we all have secrets. And so, yes, my name is Gina Nelson. I'm a body-mind counselor and energy healing therapist. I practice energy medicine and Reiki. And as a childhood trauma survivor, it became kind of my quest to begin to understand and find better ways to deal with this heavy, burdened energy that secrets can bring about, and the very immense effects they can have on our physical mental and emotional well-being. And DoveLight said just that those parts of our energy system that get stuck, or the parts of our psyche that has negative thinking about us, or the parts of our body that feels frozen, where we don't have that flowing high vibration or availability to seek our joy, because our energy is burdened by protecting the secret. And so I began decades ago this quest of how can we begin to talk about secrets without talking about our secret? How can we learn to manage our secrets without having to share our secrets? How can we build a bridge from being frozen to being filled with aliveness, and take steps that are comfortable with our nervous system? But that the beginning step, the very first step, way before you may feel ready to share it, begins to free up that energy. And so that feeling better now about our secrets can happen now. It doesn't have to happen after we figure it all out. It can happen by just understanding what a secret is. So I love this talk, but I'm so glad that to be on the panel with everyone, and to not talk about secrets later today, or to talk about secrets, but not our secrets. So I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
So great. Before I tell you about the other panelists that are going to be here, I want to just link in with the topics that you both shared. I loved how you both brought up the idea of keeping secrets from ourselves. Like, we may have put so much energy around something and walled it off where we're not willing to see it and face it, and even realize what we're holding. Like, we might know and not even really let ourselves articulate it for ourselves. And just so much energy we put into protecting ourselves and protecting others, and doing things that we haven't even fully agreed to when someone gives us a secret, or there's something that's shameful in our family or taboo that we don't talk about in society, but that it's present in our life. And where do we go, and how do we be with this, and how do we liberate our energy, liberate our aliveness? I love how we're also, aligned on the theme, like the diversity that we bring, and the alignment in the way we see this and share too. And I love, Gina, that you put so much like energy and brought so many skills to helping people have tools where they never have to reveal. It's just loosening everything up and liberating. And I'm a big fan of revealing, and sometimes revealing to the person that had us keep the secret from the beginning. And sometimes they're available and sometimes they're not. And it can be a huge deal to do this. I mean, we've been holding it for decades usually. So the three of us are going to be joined by three other practitioners as well. We have Julianne, the spiritual Empress, who does holistic and intuitive tarot reading, healing, and coaching. Troy J. Bacon, of New Being Hypnosis, who does alchemical Reiki and hypnosis and works with star seeds. And RoseMarie Davis of Dragon Mastery, who shares awakening spiritual consciousness. I'm more like Shimayo. In addition to running the panel, I also do intuitive eye reading and body psychology coaching. So the tools that I bring are mostly from my body psychology. Gosh, so I think about the eyes and how the eyes matter in this too. So eyes are the window to the soul in each of us, right? A different soul, a different journey. For some people, integrity matters a ton, and it's probably that much tighter and harder in themselves that they're not able to share something. Whereas other people, we have an easier way of just, and I don't have that talent, so an easier way of avoiding things, but it burdens all of us. So who we are is what we bring to the topic as well. My body psychology tools, I look at, is it a choice? Is it something that you really want to hold this? Is it sacred and you have more energy and more aliveness because this protected private thing is here? Or is it weightful, it's burdensome, and it's heavy, and and it might be from ancestors, it might be from long ago, and we have no idea that this has come in, except for subconsciously we sense it. There are just so many things to explore about this topic. I'm excited to be here with you. The panel will be recorded and posted online. However, if you come live, you can ask questions of the panel. Free to listen and learn from all that's asked and answered. And I love how Gina brings the perspective that you don't have to reveal a secret here to talk about the secret and talk about what's happening for you. It's just so much to do. All right, there's going to be lots of information connected to the videos. You can find us tonight. We're at joinmeweonline.com, joinmeweonline.com. Going to that webpage will have you find the Zoom link. You'll see all the details on the time and who's going to be here. And so this is today, January 20, Saturday. We'll be at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. East Coast time. We're here 2.5 hours. We'll all be introducing ourselves, talking about the theme, and answering questions from the audience. Come learn with us. Free to be here to join us in Zoom, and a small price to ask a question. We're excited to be with you, and we look forward to seeing you very soon. Take care.